Imagine walking into a glittering ballroom filled with chandeliers, gowns worth more than your entire salary, and a sea of champagne glasses clinking in the air. Now picture the richest man in that room, arrogant, powerful, untouchable, asking the janitor of all people to just pretend to be my date. Sounds crazy, right? But what happened that night shocked everyone, including him. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, because this story isn't just about money and glamour, it's about dignity, love, and how sometimes the simplest people can change your life forever. It all started with Ethan Cross, a billionaire known for his charm, ruthless deals, and cold exterior. He was the kind of man magazines wrote about, tall, sharp suits, and the kind of confidence that could silence an entire room. But behind that mask, he was tired of one thing: people only wanted him for his money. On the night of the annual charity gala, he had a problem. His ex-fiancée, who left him for another wealthy investor, was attending. And Ethan, determined not to look weak, needed someone, anyone, to stand by his side and make her think he had already moved on. Enter Clara. She was the janitor working in the skyscraper Ethan owned. She wasn't glamorous. Her hair was tied back, her uniform baggy, her shoes scuffed. But she was hard-working, and she had a spark about her that Ethan couldn't ignore. When he spotted her that evening, mop in hand and headphones in her ears, he did something completely out of character. He asked her, "Just pretend to be my date. Tonight. That's all." Clara laughed at first, thinking it was a joke. But when Ethan insisted, offering to pay her for her time, she hesitated. She needed money, her little brother's medical bills were piling up. Against every instinct, she said yes. Within hours, she was rushed into a boutique, fitted into a midnight blue gown, her messy hair transformed into soft waves, and her eyes lined with shimmering makeup. For the first time in years, Clara saw herself in the mirror and didn't just see the janitor. She saw someone worthy of being noticed. When they entered the gala, every head turned. Ethan's hand rested protectively on Clara's back as whispers floated across the marble floors. Who is she? She's not from his world. Even Ethan's ex raised a perfectly arched brow, clearly surprised. Clara felt out of place, like a fish in a crystal aquarium, but Ethan leaned down and whispered, "Just pretend. Breathe. You belong here tonight." As the night went on, Clara's natural kindness began to shine. While others made shallow compliments, she listened to people, laughed genuinely, and even consoled the chairman's nervous daughter hiding in the corner. Slowly, the crowd that usually bored Ethan became captivated by her warmth. And for the first time in years, Ethan wasn't pretending either. He was drawn to her laughter, to the way she made everyone feel seen, not because of money or status, but because of who they were. But just as the night felt magical, reality came crashing back. A group of wealthy socialites sneered at Clara, mocking her background when they discovered she was just a janitor. Clara's face burned with humiliation, and she excused herself, heading toward the exit. Ethan followed, his heart pounding. For years he'd let these same people dictate his life, his choices. But not tonight. He found her outside under the glow of the city lights, her eyes brimming with tears. "I don't belong here, Ethan," she whispered. "I'm not like them." And Ethan, the man who once thought power was everything, finally understood what truly mattered. "Exactly," he said softly. "You're not like them. That's why you're the only person in that room who made me feel alive tonight." Clara shook her head. "But when this night is over, I'll still be cleaning floors, and you'll still be untouchable." Ethan reached for her hand. "Don't you see? You've already touched me in a way no one else ever could. You made me remember what it feels like to be human." That moment wasn't about gowns or galas, it was about truth. Clara didn't magically transform into a socialite. She remained the same hard-working woman she had always been. But Ethan's perspective changed forever. He realized money could buy luxury, but it could never buy authenticity, never buy the heart that Clara carried so fearlessly. The weeks that followed weren't easy. Ethan faced ridicule for choosing someone beneath him, while Clara wrestled with the fear of being a burden in his glamorous world. But together, they fought those doubts. Ethan began using his influence to expand opportunities for workers in his company, ensuring dignity and respect for people like Clara who often went unseen. And Clara, with her grounding spirit, reminded Ethan every day that love isn't measured in wealth but in sincerity. By the time the next gala arrived, no one whispered about Clara being the janitor anymore. They whispered about how the billionaire and the janitor became the couple who inspired everyone to believe in second chances and unexpected love. So, if you're watching this, remember, your worth isn't defined by the room you walk into, but by the light you carry inside you. Sometimes, pretending to be someone's date leads to discovering who you really are, and sometimes the person you least expect can steal not just the gala, but your entire heart. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more powerful, emotional stories. Because sometimes, the most unexpected tales are the ones that change us forever.